Hello everyone, I all hope you have very much quite have a wonderful, blessed morning indeed, and also quite have a great morning indeed as well, guys. Well, as you can see, guys, today I'm actually quietly shooting a very much quietly a bit early. There's been a change of plans and a shifting of plans as well. So due to that, there's been a power outage, so I could not exactly watch the TV shows that are quietly inspiring me and also trying to understanding them. But no worries, guys. I'm quite in good shape as always, and I hope you guys are also quietly still in good shape as always, enjoying your day, and your great morning indeed. Since the sky is quietly so superly beautiful, and it's quietly very much quietly beautiful and warm, and clearly warmer than ever before. Regardless of that, guys, I'm supremely very grateful for you guys' support and for you guys watching me and subscribing and commenting and all of that from shorts, long videos, and in TikTok, and from those of guys of you who are also commenting as well. It means completely a lot to me. Please also do me one little thing. Just try to get any members of your friends and families to like and subscribe if they are interested in what I'm shooting about. It would really mean a lot to me. But as I said before, guys, your support completely means the entire universe to me, and it'll always remain the same. Totally grateful for you guys, and I'll always be grateful for you guys no matter what. Enjoy your day and have a blessed day indeed, and a blessed week, and take care of yourself and keep pushing and stay happy and stay strong. With that being said, on today's episode, we're here to literally shoot about Zacken's Darkest, who is different from the other Zacken's Darkest. This Zacken's Darkest is the son of the original Zacken's Darkest, who is his father. So his father was a long-time friend and a greater associate to Valak Hellfire. The child is a descendant of the Zacken's Darkest family of Four Nation Hunters, who I've told you about are one of the most dangerous, lethal, and powerful, and highly skillful in the power of manipulating darkness and sinister powers of elemental darkness and powers and abilities in the process, which makes them very dangerous and very much unlikely to be unpredictable. Zacken's Darkest is the son of the original Zacken's Darkest himself. He has a brother known as Zack, and he has another close distant relative known as Kevin Darkest, who is a member of the Universal Defending Heroes, to which I told you about on the other episode as well. Despite that, Zacken's Darkest is very highly ambitious. He has a dark appetite for wanting more power and for wanting more destruction and more of it, to which he's willing to gain and control. His sinister followers are willing to aid him in his soul mission and his soul goal by any means necessary. Zacken's Darkest knows exactly his roots, he knows exactly his family's history, and he knows about his descendants and the others of his descendants of his families who are still actively alive. And he knows very well that Kevin Darkest is a member of the Universal Defending Heroes, which means, in other words, there'll be a frequent confrontation with him and Kevin Darkness on every several attempts for him to completing his sinister ultimate plans and goals in the process. To which means, in other words, they'll be in frequent confrontation with each other, especially with the forces of good and with the forces of evil frequently clashing against each other. It means that Zacken's Darkest will have no choice but to fight his own relative in order to make sure that his goals and his plans are successfully bearing fruit, no matter what. So let's proceed on. In Zacken's Darkest's earlier life, he was quietly raised and prompted into the great Four Nation Hunter Academy, to where he manages to rose to the occasion and also mysteriously ascend to the occasion, to which he manages to gain as much information and knowledge about the sacred civil wars, the cultured war, the magic war, the dark magic war, the sinister war, ancient war, great nature war, the battle war, the unknown war, the knowledge war, the module war, and the powerful crystal wars, to which he was able to study and know about them, and especially about the sacred history of the sacred great nations, clans, tribes, and powerful systematic villages as well in the process. Despite this, Zacken's Darkest grew very hungry for more knowledge and for more appetite to gaining more abilities and gaining more power than ever before. Through the course of his great long life within his earliest life, Zacken's Darkest exactly took it upon himself to defect from the Foundation Hunter Academy, to which he exactly did so. When the other Foundation Hunters tried to stop him, who actually were his teammates and classes, tried to prevent him from defecting to becoming a powerful, rogue, sinister criminal, which they exactly failed when his mysterious allies appeared out of nowhere in order to aiding Zackenus Darkus from helping him to escape and from defecting from the Foundation Hunter Academy, to which it turned out to an all-out battle. Despite that, Zackenus Darkus' powers grew more dark and more powerful, composed of dark spiritual energy and of dark purple power, to which his powers grew in a very massive fit of a range. The Foundation Hunter colleagues that he literally found as great companions were so terrified, were so literally completely terrified and highly and literally as in completely as in literally as in actually as in by actually literally remaining so still and so shocked by the stare and power that Zackenus Darkus' true dark power of the Foundation Hunter ability of his families has manages to rise and the ascend from the very occasion on the age of 9, as in literally at the age of 9, to which his powers began manifesting themselves in a very destructive force of energy and of spiritual power as well. Zackenus Darkus used his new forbidden power and might to destroy his Foundation Hunter colleagues, but they survived the aftermath, to which he and his other mysterious associates began literally defecting. Over the early years, Zackenus Darkus remained within the shadows, being trained by one of the most deadliest, sinister, supernatural, wanted, powerful, ancient, shadowy, elite criminals who were rumored and known throughout sacred society and within the sacred great nations, wanted posters and wanted books and being put out to the Foundation Hunter and being put out to the entire Foundation Hunter homeland, cities, and many outworlds and planets and sister worlds, that they have been one of the most deadliest and one of the most powerful ones, and they are the ones that have been most wanted of all. To that end, Zackenus Darkus exactly received the training and the proper care that he actually wanted from these powerful, sinister criminals, to which they trained him, guided him, taught him how to use his power and how to utilize his power in a very good way, even granted him the power of gaining knowledge, influential connection, the power of studying his physical prowess and his abilities and his greater tapping into the dark energy of natural energy of nature, and the power of seeking lightning power and abilities, lightning-based powers and abilities, to which his lightning-based powers and abilities became more purple and more violet than ever before, to which he began switching up different colors of blue, red, or orange at the time, depending to his emotion and depending to his hatred and depending to his power of being cold and of being fully fueled by negative emotions and true aspect of his true power. Despite that, Zackenus Darkus surpassed his father and surpassed his other descendants as well, to which he unlocked the mysterious forbidden technique and the power. So they have all been trying to access the power of darkness creation, to which he did it all by himself and manages to successfully succeed in where they all mysteriously failed. To that end, the sinister, powerful, shadowy masterminds agree that Zackenus has already received the training and that he's already officially ready to take on the leap himself as well, to which Zackenus exactly sought that out himself. During the following years, Zackenus has grown a powerful, matured, supernatural, deadly Foundation Hunter, dark Foundation Hunter, spiritual criminal with a one-ended goal and purpose of conquering the sacred great nations and the entire sacred society and the entire sacred world and the other magical worlds, planets, and civilizations. To that end, his followers have become his greatest loyal associate and greatest partners in crime with him, helping him to moving up with the goals and his plans in a more directive, in a more powerful, very more powerful, destructive manner, to which he can exactly focus his attention on his sole purpose. During within the early years, Zackenus has grown more beautiful, more maturely, and more very skillful in swordsmanship, channeling his powers within the sword he's wield, and he's very highly good in supernatural abilities and in detection and in greater power as well. To which to which he's been able to receiving more knowledge and more hidden, forbidden secrets and techniques of people and powerful, shadowy individuals and prominent figures throughout sacred history who have been known to be manipulating and orchestrating events from the shadows of the entire sacred great nation, to which Zacchaeus Darkest he actually became afflictively well aware of where all of this was about to officially go. At the near end of his early years of his early life, Zacchaeus Darkest remained within his central hideout, to where he was able to meditate within inside the giant monster goblin statue, in absorbing and gaining the power of natural energy and the power of power energy as well, and the imbalance and the top balance power of energy as well, to which he was able to utilize with one full step of an ease. One of his greater associates exactly approached him and exactly told him that the planning and the coordination needs to go on accordingly to the way it was meant to go. Otherwise, things will not be able to proceeding according to plan the way they need to. Zacchaeus exactly reassured his longtime associate that he has a plan in mind to which will be able to benefit them in both ways and in very, very foster ways as well. On the actual on the actual 8th of April, Zacchaeus Darkest and the members of his top secret group were all able to reconvene on his central hideout, to which the hideout itself was quietly in the middle of a hidden desert. It was quietly in the middle of a hidden sacred desert, which embodies the dust nation itself, to which it was very quietly much hidden throughout the unknown nation's borders, far away from its true trajectory to be detected and all of that. The members and all the others completely reconvened, and they decided it's best that it's time for them to begin the steps of their goals and the finalization of the mission, to which Zacchaeus Darkest exactly told the members that is exactly what they should be focusing their top main priority on at this stage as well. On the actual 11th of May, Zacchaeus Darkest and the members of his secret group all exactly began to meditate on the central headquarters, extracting and absorbing natural energy, becoming stronger and becoming highly sufficient in able to utilizing the power of detection and sensory perception, to which he told his members that they need to begin proceeding with the next step of their goals and with the next step of their true missionary goals as well. On the actual 8th of June, Zacchaeus Darkest exactly returned to the different hideout, to where all of his powerful elite experimental armies of creatures and hybrid creatures and supernatural masters, powerful unknown creatures, deadly unknown creatures, powered creatures, deadly unknown creatures, and also combined creatures with different cursed abilities, some with worse abilities, some with different powered abilities, some with less abilities, others who are superhuman, others who are alien, others who have different embodies of their different clans. All of them were all completely coexisting as one, to which he told the entire village and his entire members that he will all be deploying them for a sinister mission and a higher goal that he might need them to further his ultimate plan and his ultimate goal in the process, to which his army began to agree. Then that is exactly what they're willing to do as well. On the precise day of the 9th of July, Zacchaeus Darkest met up with the Phoenician hunter operative who was quietly wearing a mask, within his hideout section, and exactly told him about the great demise and death of the original Lord of Magic, to which Zacchaeus Darkest exactly felt so terribly and so sad that the mighty great Lord of Magic is dead and that he's finally gone, despite that the Phoenician operative exactly told him that he died at the hands of the mighty universal heroes, who are a powerful secret covert team with a signed mission and goal to protecting humanity and the solar system and the rest of sacred society from the powerful, deadly forces of evil, and they've been frequent in conflict with the Order of the Five and with the founders and with the Galactic and with the Order of the Six, which means that these top secret societies, these ancient top secret societies, have been in frequent confrontation with these mighty heroes for years and for years to come, which means, in other words, you should not underestimate the ability and especially the leader of the team, who is proven to be deadly and very, very powerful as well. To which Zacchaeus Docus conflicted that he knows that he will not repeat the same mistake as his father and all of those of his descendants will manage to actually fail by underestimating the actual previous descendants of the mighty origin races and of its true hero, of its true idealism of being superheroes and greater living embodiment of sacred hope and of sacred love and of sacred harmony and of sacred balance to the entire sacred universe. To which the 4 Nation Hunter operative was wearing a mask exactly told him that from here on out he will remain his top eyes and ears, informing him on everything that's happening within the entire sacred universe, to which it will seem very highly crucial for him to know exactly what's going on, that the sacred great nation might be forced to taking effective immediate action to the threats and to the forces that are beginning to mysteriously retaliate against the mighty universal heroes and against the mighty united heroes and against the mighty world heroes and against the mighty universal defending heroes, to which one of his own descendants are fully one of the members that he'll be frequently clashing up against sooner or rather than later. To which Zacchaeus Docus exactly told the operative that he's well aware that Kevin Docus is more powerful than he is, but the two of them are an even match, to which he can take him on, and if the day ever comes that he will become a problem, he will personally deal with him himself by any means necessary. On the actual day of the 6th of August, Zacchaeus Docus exactly sat at the chair of his great hideout and exactly told his right-hand man that everything else is going according to plan, with the ligature and everything else set in motion, that nothing must disturb its goals and its true mission. He told the right-hand man to dispatch the 4 squad in order to beginning to retrieving a powerful sacred wizard from the other side of the entire sacred universe, so that he might help them understanding the power of the stealing combination of the monster statue, to which these ancient shadowy elite criminal organization known as the Power of Change and the Order of the Four and Sinister Magic and the others who are using the monster statue as a weapon, as a forbidden power weapon, in order to controlling the balance of power, to which could prove a problem for his future long-term plans and goals in the actual map. To which his right man exactly told him, then that is exactly what he'll do as well. On the precise day of the actual 15th of September, on the 15th of September, Zacchaeus Docus completely exactly reconvene with the real members of his group to where on the dark central temple that possesses ancient mythical monster that actually possesses ancient mythical monstrous creatures. One, the others who are quietly sitting, and the others who are quietly standing, the others who are quietly big and fat, and the others who are quietly a frog-like creature that had the power and the ability to change its true appearance, and the others that showed the power and the ability of camouflaging through environments, while the other creatures and monsters were within the painting of the temple, to where Zacchaeus Docus began exactly standing on the center of the temple itself, to which the ancient painting and the ancient markings began actually telling a powerful story about the one powerful founder known as the Energy Founder, who was able to learn about the power of giving life to the life druids and to the sand druids and to the sand witches, and how to transforming natural energy and natural power to the giving life source of power and great abilities, to which change the eyes frequently, granting them the eyes to have some sort of animal projection or figuring eyes, to which the eyes frequently changed to have animal visionary eyes as well. Some of the eyes became black, one of the eyes became animal colorish eyes, and some of the eyes became blue. And despite of that, despite of that, the ancient ritual and the ancient ceremony of this technique was quietly regarded as a forbidden technique. Only those who are most powerful can utilize it. Zacchaeus Darkest exactly told the real members of his group that it's time for them to beginning with the mobilization of their planning and the mobilization of their goals, to which now they have to take action effectively immediately, to which they all precisely agreed on that as well. On the precise day of the 19th of October, Zacchaeus Darkest and the members of his group began a long-awaited incursion on the other sacred great nations, attacking them and creating chaos upon the entire sacred exams of the four nation hunters and all of the other creatures, to which Zacchaeus Darkest began exactly monitoring it from the shadows while his forces moved in, and the four nation hunters were forced to taking drastic actions in neutralizing the threat due to the intervention of the mighty universal founders who came in time in order to preventing Zacchaeus Darkest from literally gaining the upper hand of the battle, to which were able to seize control of it. Zacchaeus Darkest exactly revealed himself from the shadows and fought up against the leader of the mighty universal founders, who are the allies of the universal heroes, to which the battle between the two leaders became highly destructive as they were able to completely to decimate the entire half of the entire Foundation Hunter Academy, along with the close range villages in its true close proximity. Zacchaeus Darkest commented the leader and literally taunted him that he has managed to improve so far and so for many years, despite him confronting the worst threats and the worst supervillain. The leader of the Universal Founders began to realize that Zacchaeus Darkest is actually a distant relative to Kevin Darkest due to his powers and due to his lightning and electricity nature that the Darkest Foundation hunters are completely relying on and using on at all times, to which he began realizing that Zacchaeus Darkest is indeed Kevin Darkest's greatest descendant and also distant relative as well of the Foundation Hunter of the Darkest family. Zacchaeus Darkest decided it's best to disappear. After that, he conjured a forbidden technique of a sign in order to create a powerful lightning projection to disappear, realizing that the mighty universal founder has already figured out who he really is and who he truly was as well. On the precise day of the 20th of November, Zacchaeus Darkest exactly returned to his central headquarters of his hideout, deciding that it's best that his entire group and his entire forces lay down and lay low, talking to the other test subjects and to the other of these operatives that it's time for them to lay low. The right time for them to attack and to make a prominent attack will soon come, and it'll be on their hands when it's ready. After that, he completely told them that to keep the agents on high priority and to keep the sleeper agents on a very higher alert, that their plans will still progress the exact same way as they're meant to, as they all reassured Zacchaeus Darkest, and that is exactly what will happen. On the precise day of the 6th of December, Zacchaeus Darkest's right-hand man was able to meet up with the Foundation Hunter operative on the mysterious hideouts, on the great mysterious hideouts that are quietly close to the mysterious Misty Lake, to where he exactly told him that the sacred beast is now being moved to a different location. Is Zacchaeus Darkest willing to intercept the team to recover it, now that the mighty universal heroes know of its true origin and know of its true whereabouts, and that the creature's power has been splitted to a Foundation Hunter hybrid and to a member of the world hero? The operative, the great right-hand man of Zacchaeus Darkest, exactly told the operative to keep his eyes peeled and to keep his eyes open, because right now they'll be laying low and they'll be forced not to take immediate action due to the leader being highly on strict alert, and that the universal founders are well aware on who he is and what he precisely is. The operative completely agreed, as he decided to disappear and vanish after all. After January and February and March and April, Zacchaeus Darkest's entire group and his entire forces remained quiet, listening to the events that have occurred for the past following months and years that have passed by, doing nothing about it, realizing that if they take greater drastic action, it will backfire on them as well. On the 27th of May, Zacchaeus Darkest was able to meet up with a long time collaborator on a powerful distant alien world, where he met up with a powerful evil warlord commander and he was able to give him instructions to lay a siege on the entire alien civilization, to which drew the attention of the Phoenician hunters of the Intergalactic Coalition, to which the alien warlord agreed that he does have greater powerful destructive plans to conquering and controlling the other alien worlds, but to which the other evil tyrant, who manages to dream off-world and manages to gain his powerful object and prize known as the Grand Blue Crystal, to which seemed a very highly remarkable weapon that he needed to staging his own conquest. And he reassured Zack and his Darkest that the mission will be achieved the way it's meant to be as well. On the precise day of the 17th of June, Zack and his Darkest exactly remained within his hideout, meditating inside the monster statue's house, still extracting and absorbing the natural energy of the creature's power and of its abilities as well at that right predicament of that time as well, learning that the issue will be dealt with sooner than ever before as well. On the precise actual 27th of August, Zacchaeus Darkest completely exactly met up with the members of his group and exactly told them that everything else has been finalized and everything else is ready for the final plans to beginning taking root, and that nothing must stop it from not going too far or whether quietly too hasty. Then the threat is really quietly onto them. They'll be forced to take immediate action, as they all precisely agreed on that as well. Despite that, guys, Zacchaeus Darkest is a powerful rogue super criminal and a deadly super villain, bearing with the powers of paralysis and with the power of great sinister abilities, with the power of teleportation, lightning-based powers, and electricity-based powers, but his most useful power is lightning-based powers, and the elemental powers of creating thunderstorms and great weather manipulation, and the power of teleportation, opening portals, the power of summoning, conjuring, the power elemental, the power of manipulating elemental forces such as darkness and shadows, and the power of reappearing and disappearing at will, shapeshifting, the power of great shapeshifting, and the power of camouflage and duplication, and the power of literally maintaining his life force, and the power of sensory perception and detecting perception, manipulating matter and absorbing natural energy, utilizing shadow powers and light-based abilities and lightning-based abilities all in one, conjuring powerful, sinister, sadistic illusions, wood powers and fire and great fire powers and great destructive dark magical powers and abilities and light magic powers and abilities, to which he combines and merges. He's a very powerful, influential leader of a criminal group, to which he leads with great respect and utter great respect and utter great authority, to which he commands his entire squad. He possesses an army of great powerful dark followers and sinister followers as well, and he respects the members of his group, to which have become royal great members and powerful super criminals who literally respect him as a great founder and leader. Zacchaeus Darkest is truly dedicated to his goal in controlling the entire sacred universe and the rest of sacred society, and controlling the entire sacred magical worlds, planets, systems, star systems, 100 of them, forming formidable alliances with other sacred villages, clans, evil warlords, shadow empire warlords, commanders, dark druids, dark witches, dark faithful, and dark wizards, in order to aiding them in their respective missions, so that they can in return give him what he also seeks. Zacchaeus Darkest's true purpose and mission is lying through his dark, ambitious goal. He is very merciless, very powerful, deadly, ruthless, incarnate, and also shows no sign of remorse. He's very powerful. He learns from his past mistakes to never take and underestimate the threat likely, especially now that his distant relative is officially one of those enemies who have become the members of the Universal Defending Heroes known as Kevin Darkest, and he knows that he will soon be able to fight up with him and clash up with him. He's a super strategist and a super tactician, skillful in swordsmanship, marksmanship, tactician abilities, and greater immortality and long gravity. Due to that, he's very powerful and very resilient and very quietly patient with his plan, very good in maintaining his individual bases of hideouts, and such as essential headquarters, which is a very powerful deadly hideout, to where it's quietly scattered within the ancient ruins of the ancient forest as well, and using many ancient temples and greater architect to study knowledge and powers and forbidden techniques as well, and the great statues and the great creatures and powerful monsters of the dark dimension that have come before him in order to understand their powers and the abilities. He has gained a traumatic he's gained a traumatic great respect of Sacred Society's history and of the entire Sacred World's history and of the Four Nation Hunters to which he respects, and that he shows great mercy enough to try to kill his former colleagues to which he never exactly did in his past life, but due to that he has gained a very greater appreciation of the entire Sacred World and of the rest of the Sacred Great Nation, to which he takes a long time to appreciate it, but he does respect it. His true goal and purpose is to conquer, rule, control the sacred magic worlds, planets, star systems, and the sacred great nations in order to quelling conflicts, controlling them, so that his people and himself will become the sole superior rulers of those sacred great nations and of the rest of sacred society. And by doing so, they'll expand the entire continent of his own people and of his own kind to conquer and rule the golden universe, the star universe, the mixel universe, the robotic universe, the light universe, the over universe, and the dark universe, and the other sinister ancient universes as well. He's very skeptical, resilient, powerful, good in maintaining his powers and his abilities in a very good range. He possesses greater traumatic, powerful life force expanding, to which induces him to maintaining his powers in a very good rate, able to manipulating earth-based powers and creating earth-based wooden powers and greater forbidden technique powers as well, to which the members of his group he highly respects and leads them with great and he leads them with great authority, and he has a power of commanding a dragon and ruling it with an iron fist, and also opening up and creating a powerful destructive power of activating volcanoes and great elemental powers. He has shown a great respect of the original Lord of Magic, to which he does exactly respect him, and to which he's willing to exactly making sure that his goals are willing to bear fruit as well, to which seem crucial for him and his associate. That by doing so, he's very good in enlisting the help of the dark magic users known as the Dark Druids, the Dark Witches, and the Dark Faithful, enlisting their help and their services with their goals. He respects Witchcaster, Amber, the goddess of power, and the other sinister, powerful, formidable high priestesses and the dark witches of the entire sacred magic universe and of the rest of the Shadow Empire and he knows that universal man's power and his great and unique origin powers are needed for the monster statue that the ancient criminal organizations are beginning to sealing the most powerful supernatural powers inside the monster statue that it needs in order for it to transform, so that one of the members will become its host, so that they can easily synchronize with it and become a powerful living body, to become a powerful living embodiment of a godlike being who will be able to use that power to creating an all-out catastrophic event that would reset sacred history and the entire sacred universe back to its original status. He is very good, highly brave, mobile, highly brave and very resilient, influential, greater, knowledgeable, and highly good and highly a very good strategist and a tactician, loves taunting his opponents and enemies, takes time and greater patience in studying the situation before he makes a move. He kind of reminds me of like my old original self, but the one who was quite impatient, also knows how to also to be patient as well. Despite that, he's very resilient and very persistent, knows when the right time to strike will come, and he knows that his cousin will become a threat to his planning and to his goal. He's good in controlling the dragon, the mighty dragons of the sacred world, and very good in hypnotizing people, mind controlling telekinesis, and the power of levitation. Very good in learning and studying forbidden techniques and powers as well, and very skeptical, highly ambitious, and very highly observant, key-minded, 12 level intellect, possesses the power of great intelligence, to which he knows the great power of summoning, resurrection, and all the other organizations and elite criminal organization and ancient society of the entire sacred universe, which means, in other words, he's very dangerous and very powerful. Well, that's it for today's episode. I'll have to actually get going. I'll like and subscribe on Belo's YouTube channel, and enjoy yourself and take good care of yourself. Appreciate you, and also take care of yourself as well. Thank you for your support. Today's episode is Zackent's Darkest, and I'll try to mention the group when I can on the actual episode of the great description. Regardless of that, take care of yourself and stay brave and stay helpful and keep pushing and keep going no matter what. And God bless you and have a blessed day and a blessed evening. See you tomorrow on Thursday. Love you and appreciate you. Bye.